Dr. Phyllis Collins of DietHobby.com, and I'm here to bring you 6 tidbits of cereal, nuts, and bars. Tidbits are very small morsels of tasty food that you can have as a mini meal or as a snack. I call them tidbits because they're very small amounts. Okay? These are things that I frequently eat, to maintain my weight as part of my normal diet, and I'm sharing those things with you today. One of the things I like to have as a tidbit is a half a cup of Goleen cereal. I like Goleen cereal dry, sort of like eating a chip, bowl of chips or something. This is exactly a half a cup. I measure out a half a cup of Goleen cereal, and here it is, a half a cup, and I sit and I eat it. Little by little, I'll sit and I'll eat it, and it's 70 calories. 70 calories. As far as the carbs and protein, that stuff is all broken down on my site. I'm only going to mention the calories here because I don't remember how many carbs it has. Okay, anyway, this is 70 calories. It's a nice little a tidbit to have when you really want to eat something and you don't know, well, what could I possibly eat, right? The next thing is that I really like, I like these Healthy Choice toasted almond bars. Here's the problem. 2 of these have 190 calories, which is too much, okay, for me to have, because I try to keep my snacks or my tidbits down to around 100 calories. Because if I have 2 of them, that's 200 calories, and if I only have 1,000 calories a day, that only leaves me 800 calories for my 3 meals. So I have to keep these very, very small. And obviously, if you have a higher calorie allowance, you could have more. But I'm trying to show you that portion control, this is the way that I do it, and this is the way it can be done. You can have a small amount of a little treat, okay? Before I eat this, I'm going to put it on the plate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the remaining leftover, the rest of it, in a baggie. And if I was not on TV, on a video, then it'd be out of sight, put away in the cupboard before I ever tasted this. Of course, I'm not going to taste it anyway right now. So this is a snack. It's a 95 calorie snack. I take it out, I take one of them, I put it on a plate, I put the other one away, then I go sit down and have it with a cup of tea or some kind of non-calorie beverage. And that could be a mid-morning, mid-afternoon, even after dinner treat, but it has to fit into my total budget for the day, and it's 95 calories. Another thing that I like to do, especially when I've been on low carb, is I like these Atkins bars. Now, here's the 3 that were my favorite. It's caramel, a sweet and crunchy, and a coconut. And here are the boxes to show you. That's one kind, caramel crunch. Here's a coconut, and here's a sweet and salty almond crunch bar. Now these are about 180 calories a piece, which is similar to this other granola bar. And they have artificial sweetener. They have like artificial sweetener in them. So if that's a problem for you, you might not want them. But a lot of people doing low carbs really like them. So it's twice as much, and it's only 1 piece. Well, what do I do? Okay, well, I'll tell you what I do. I'm cutting off the ends because I'm going to do all 3 to show you. Because of course I would not have all 3 halves at the time. But what I do is I take it out of the wrapper. And this is what an almond crunchy bar looks like. And this is what a chocolate... See, I have sweet things because I allow myself sugar, alcohol, and I allow myself artificial sweetener. And I don't restrict those things. I have never been a natural food, unprocessed food person. I admire people who are, but I'm not one of them. So I don't have those restrictions. This is what a whole bar looks like. Whole bar looks like that. It's just a small little bar. Looks like it's no big deal, but it's too much. So I take and I'm going to cut as best as possible. I'm going to cut right down the middle. If I were to use the coconut, I would cut that. If I were going to use this one, I would cut this one down the middle. Okay? And before I put an ounce, a drop, anything into my mouth, I get my little baggie. I put the half that I'm not allowed to eat right now away. I'm not going to risk having it here, because if it's here on my plate and I finish the other one, then I'm going to eat that one. And that's what happens. You know, it's too bad that I'm that weak, but I am. So I would only have one of these. You know, one of these halves. I would not have all three of these halves, you understand? But I'm just showing you the choice. See, that's the coconut. There's the one with the chocolate caramel crunch. And there's the one with the nut. Okay, so that's what I do. Now, I'm not going to eat these three now either. I'm going to put them back in the baggies after I finish this shoot, and I'll put them away, because they're not, it's not for now. But anyway, each one of those would be, a half of one of those would be 90 calories. 90 calories, it's a sweet treat, it fits into my day, it actually doesn't trigger any kind of a sweet craving for me, because there's sugar alcohol. And that's one of the things I like about sugar alcohol, is that I don't crave after I have it. I'm pretty much satisfied. Now this one is not sugar alcohol. This one actually has a little bit of sugar in it. And it's a Kind bar, fruit and nut. A Kind bar is 200 calories. It happens to be one of my all-time favorite candy bars. And it still has sugar in it. Not a lot. You know, not as much as the other kind, but it has it. And I open it up. Okay. And I take it and I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. I'm going to cut it. You know, and nuts, of course, it's always hard to cut them exactly in half. But there it is. I cut it in half. People say, oh, I couldn't have just one bite. I couldn't have just 2 bites. Well, you know, you can. You know, you can. It's a lot easier than you think if you control your portions ahead of time, and you put you get what you're going to eat out, and you put the rest away. You can control it. This is a half of a a Nut Delight Kind bar. It's 100 calories. Now, if I sit here and just nibble this while I have like a Diet Coke or a glass of iced tea or something, then it's going to be really a treat for me. Okay, so that's the other. Another treat that I have that I really, really enjoy is I enjoy fruit and nuts. This is one of my all-time favorites from Kirkland. I get it at Costco, and it's got dried cranberries, dried cherries, almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. Well, this is 3 tablespoons is 150 calories, and I don't know if you ever tried to measure a tablespoon of nuts. Okay, but it's kind of a problem, because we're not talking great big heaping stuff. So this right here, this container holds about 3 tablespoons, and so I measured 2 tablespoons out, and I have this container. And to show you how much that 2 tablespoons is, this is it. This is 100 calories of fruit and nuts. Now, can you think about why, if you go to town on fruit and nuts, why you'll gain weight? This is 2 tablespoons of this, and it's 100 calories. And I really enjoy it. I like it well enough to have it. The last one that I'm going to show you are these natural almonds. And these natural almonds, little packages are 100 calorie packages. And they're raw, and they have other flavors too. You know, they have more mixed flavors, and they have cocoa roasted flavors or whatever, and those are fine, but this happens to be something I like. That's how much is in one of those 100 calorie packages of raw nuts. Now, they come in, you buy like 7 of them. You go out there and you eat all 7 of them, then obviously you can't handle it. If you can't handle the food, don't have it around. Don't use it. If I could not, after this shoot, if I cannot resist, if I cannot put these things away without eating them, then they have to all go in the garbage. That's what I have to do, is if I can keep them in the house, I know that I can't keep them in front of me all the time, but I can keep the amount I'm going to eat in front of me and the rest out of sight. And if I can't handle the rest out of sight, then I can't handle it in the house, and I have to throw it away and not buy any more. And that's the way that I do. But I have these tidbits frequently. And that's the way that I do my plan. And come and see me at diethobby.com and share your plan with me.